If you're looking for a perfect meal that is delicious, balanced, and on a friendly budget, then you will need to stay close. Watch the video to the end. So for this meat, I got it for 2,000. Then for the stockfish that is going in, I got it for 500. Just calculate with me. Then for the pomo, or known as cow skin, I got it for 500. Then for the smoked fish, I got it for 500. Then the fresh fish which you am pouring in, I got it for 2,000. Then my Maggi cube, your salt are things you are supposed to have in your house. That is not part of the budget. Then onion, if you don't have onion in your house, you can as well just get an onion of 100 naira. It will serve. So here I go in with my salt, just enough to taste, not excessive, but very minimal to taste. Then I go in with my water. Then I give it just a little stir so my proteins can just mix a bit with the salt and the Maggi. Then I cover that up and allow it to cook. Then after a while, I come up to check upon it and I see that okay, it's doing just great, it has boiled. And at this point, I need to remove my fish because I don't want it to break. When you overcook it, it tends to break. So, and you know this is vegetable we are going to be making. I don't want my fish scattering. So I remove the fish, the fresh fish, carefully, so every other thing will be in the pot cooking, but the fish has to go so we don't overcook and also we don't allow it to get broken. After that, I still cover it up. Then next, I pour in my red oil because this is the pot. At this point, I changed pot. I changed my cookware to a bigger one. Then I go in with my onion, allow it to fry a bit. Then I just give that a shake. This is how I love to shake mine. Just give it a shake. Then go in with my tomato pepper blend. I made use of yellow pepper. I wanted this soup or stew. No, wanted this soup of veg sauce. Yeah, that is it. I wanted the veg sauce to have very spicy. I wanted it to be very spicy, so I made use of yellow pepper of about 500. That was what I used. We all know that pepper is very expensive in this season, so the 500 pepper worth is more like the one we used to get for 200 or at most 300 before. So when I say 500, it's not like they packed everything for me for 500. The 500 was small, but it was enough to make the soup to be spicy. So at this point, I go in with my other proteins because I want them to cook together and infuse the flavor into the proteins. The sweetness of a vegetable sauce is the sweetness that you get when you are eating the protein. So I allow that to infuse properly. Then I go in with just 1 cube of Maggi. I have made use of some Maggi cubes while I was boiling my protein, so I needed to put just a little, to taste, and salt, because I checked and those were the things I needed to adjust it with. Then I went in with my blended crayfish. The crayfish in your vegetable sauce or soup, you can use it as a soup, you can use it as a sauce, is very important. The crayfish gives it a very unique, delicious taste. So I love crayfish in my vegetable sauce. So at this point, I've poured in. I earlier before now, I went in with the fresh fish because I wanted the sauce to infuse into the fish. The fish is always the last thing you put, so I didn't want it to scatter, so I had to quickly remove it too. So here, this is my uziza leaf I poured in. Very nutritious and tasty to your vegetable sauce. Then after that, I went in with my pumpkin leaf, popularly known as ugu leaf. I bought 1,000 worth of pumpkin leaf, and the uziza leaf that went in then was just 200 naira. So here I stirred it to ensure that the vegetable is is properly stirred into the sauce, and I didn't want it burning, so I needed to stir it properly. After this very first stirring, I had to go in with another batch because this is not all of the vegetable. I went in again and added the rest of the vegetable to the pot, and I stirred it properly. So if you have watched up to this time, you are a faith variety lover. Why don't you give that thumbs up? Why don't you click on that follow button, or and share this video for others who love vegetable sauce or soup but that wants another type of procedure to see this video. You never can tell. This can be a very, very, very helpful tip for people who are on budget friendly pockets. This whole soup did not cost me up to 10,000 to make. Let me just say it cost me like 8,000. Aside from the little things I had at home, it cost me like 8,000 to make this delicious and sumptuous meal. So why are you not sharing this, so that everybody who wants a good and a rich meal can know that yes, even with that 8,000, even with that 10,000, you can feed a whole family and you will still have enough left for you to take probably to work or something. So I'll see you in my next video.